I don't, sometimes I hear music to this, you know, it just goes, you know, he was a man. Neal Cassady was a man who liked to shake your hand. A man who could electrify the air wherever he ran. Neal Cassady was a man. Neal Cassady was a man. Highways, streets, and sidewalks, he could drive as good as anyone alive. He could drive. He could drive a point. He could drive a car. He drove round, over, under, far. Neal could drive a car. Gregory said he was the smartest man I ever met. Corso said, yeah, the smartest man I ever met. That doesn't mean he never placed a losing bet. Could transport a room into an unknown dimension. At first, I thought he was from another dimension. He could slapstick away the class pretensions. Sister, brother, class pretensions. He smoked tea and liked the girls, a one-man sex fanatic surge. He inspired Kerouac with his mind and don't look back style. He loved Ginsberg. Neal was a walking, talking urge. I seen him when he had him rolling in the eye. He had to have his kicks, a master of tricks, to tear through the cool, his desire to connect. Pushed by his hot, penetrant tool, he gambled his life and broke many a rule. He was a goof, but Neal was no fool. He had families, he had jobs, he drove the further bus. He knew responsibility, he had regrets, and visions of Jesus. He liked to shake your hand. Neal Cassady was a man. Neal Cassady was a man. He wasn't just a victim of his legends, the pranksters, the tracks, and the beat. He had tremendous fun, not a victim, a juggernaut, sans conceit. Neal Cassady was a genius. On him, money had no claim. Everywhere he went was juiced. Every exploit added to his name. He worked for the railroad many years. At night, he was a 20th century pan. He came from the skids, and wherever the road veers, his true identity is hidden in the sand. Through the years, I'm still convinced Neal Cassady was a man. Neal Cassady was a man. He was a worker, a muse, a stoner, and a commando shrink. ESP had nothing on him. A gadfly, he knew how to leave what starts to stink. He was a prophet, a reform school kid, a rapper, born in the backseat of a car, from penury to inner space mapper. He went far in and far out, to endure what spiritual dilettantes only talk about. A pilgrim, a devil, a strategist, a father, an icon, a thrill seeker, a generous soul on the bum across the land. He sang, he sprang, he took the hit, flashing, crashing, unabashed. He'd been schooled, on fire to sit. Chiseled hard, playing the rock bottom card. Miscues he could spin, escaping with a grin from eons of purgatory, a frown wetting the good life in hell. Sensing posthumous is his glory, eyes looking up from the well, desperation calmed, with tireless wit, did his bid and bit, and at 42 he was through, his body looking so fit, took strong poison to just up and quit. Neal Cassady was a man. Neal Cassady was a man.